Hey, what's up guys, it's Derek. So Victron has a new user interface for their color display screens, which is pretty cool, so I'll show you how to get switched to that. First thing you gotta do is make sure your firmware is updated. To be able to update your firmware, you gotta have the servo connected to Wi-Fi, whether it's a hotspot on your phone, Starlink, your house's internet, whatever it may be. At the point you get it updated, you're gonna see some screens like this here, but for right now I'm just gonna close out of these so I can show you how to update your firmware. So you'll need to go to menu and then scroll down to settings and click on firmware and click on online updates, and then down at the bottom check for updates. You gotta click on that, press the check. Mine's gonna say no newer version available because I've already updated mine, but you want to make sure you get updated to at least version 3.50. Depending on when you're watching this, there may be another version out beyond that. So then I'm going to switch mine back to the new user interface. Ultimately, like I said, when you reboot your system, it's going to automatically give you an option to switch to the new user interface. So we'll give it a second here to load the new one, and we'll talk about that a little bit. So here we go, no more colored boxes. They have a light and a dark version of this. This is certainly the dark version. Honestly, I haven't even checked out the light version yet, but don't mind my battery percentage at 18%. It's been cloudy here in Michigan, and I'm actually trying to run my batteries all the way down and see if I get all the amp hours out of them that they're supposed to have. If you do that, though, make sure you always check maintain your voltage. Don't run your batteries completely dead, because that can be a whole nother nightmare itself. So I honestly haven't had a ton of time to play with this and learn all the new things, but one thing I have learned is if you click on the solar box in the corner here, it'll bring up all your solar controllers, which is kind of cool, because then you can see your daily yield for all of them right there. And then if you click on each individual solar controller, it'll give you more info. My solar yield's been pretty crappy the last couple days because, again, it's cloudy and it's late fall, not a good time for solar. Go out to the main overview. If you click on the toggle switches up here in the corner, that'll take you to where your auto gen start is. I got mine toggled off right now. And then that's also where your input current limit is. I got two of them because I got Quattros, so I got the generator and shore power input current limit. If you go back out, go over to the brief here. This is kind of the same info that's on the overview page, just a different format. Honestly, I haven't found a real need for the brief. I just basically leave it on overview all the time. If we move over to the levels here, if you got some kind of sensors hooked up to your servo, like I got Mopica tank sensors on my propane tanks that connect to the servo, that's what you're seeing here. If we move over to notifications, that is where your alarms and warnings would be. So if there's a problem with the system, it would show up here. Over to settings, that would kind of be like menu in the old user interface. Just instead of taking a device list right away, device list is going to be an option at the top there, and then all your other settings will be there. Sorry, I know this video is kind of blurry. If I'd stop moving around, it probably wouldn't get blurry all the time. But then I'll show you back how to switch back to the old one. Again, it's under display and language. You got to scroll down to the bottom and then click on user interface and click the classic one, and it'll load the classic one, and you can have all your colored boxes back. So you go, guys. That's it for this one. I will have an install video out for you soon. Just hang in there. So I appreciate it, guys. Catch you on the next one.